I spoke with Donald Trump yesterday evening, talked about how important it was for us to work together to solve some of the challenges we're facing.
Trump dropped his tariff bomb on Monday night. Nearly 90 minutes later, he got a phone call. On the other side was Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, a worried Justin Trudeau. You see, the United States is Canada's biggest trading partner. Their bilateral trade is worth $900 billion. Canada's exports make up more than half of that. In fact, 75% of Canada's goods exports end up in the US. Now imagine a 25% tariff on that trade. What will happen? Canadian goods will become more expensive in the US, and gradually American consumers will shift away from them. Experts say that this will mean a big hit to Canada's GDP, perhaps more than 2.5%. That's how much they stand to lose. This should explain why Justin Trudeau got all worked up and got on the phone. His approval numbers are already in the dumps, so the last thing he wants is a trade war with America, one that could affect Canadian businesses.
We talked about some of the challenges that we can work on together. It was a good call. This is something that we can do, laying out the facts, moving forward in constructive ways.
Other than possibly imploring Trump, what can Trudeau do? He's looking to create a unified response. Trudeau will meet heads of the provincial governments today, sort of like the chief ministers in India, the Canadian parallel to that. And now some of these provincial leaders or provinces are ruled by opposition parties. And they actually share Trump's concerns on border security, on illegal migration, and on drug smuggling. So Justin Trudeau cannot assume a united front at home. He must forge it. Yesterday, he updated the Canadian Parliament about Trump's plan. Opposition leader Pierre Poilievre targeted Trudeau. He asked why the Prime Minister was not better prepared for this scenario. After all, Donald Trump was a front-runner for most of 2024.
Despite the fact the Prime Minister has known for years that Trump was threatening these tariffs, and for 3 weeks that President Trump had won the election, the only plan he has is a Zoom call. Where's the plan to put Canada first?
We're working with all the premiers, pulling together in a Team Canada approach, because that's how we defend Canadian jobs from coast to coast to coast. I spoke with Donald Trump yesterday evening, talked about how important it was for us to work together to solve some of the challenges we're facing as a continent.
As always, the worst suggestion came from Jagmeet Singh, leader of the New Democratic Party. Do you know what was his solution to Trump's tariffs? Call the next US president a bully.
The only thing a bully responds to is strength. So where is our plan to fight back? Where is the war room? Where is a concrete plan to bring our issue before CUSMA?
Classic Jagmeet Singh, make a bad situation worse. But coming back to Justin Trudeau, what is he up to here? What is his plan for Trump 2.0? Trump's win is a setback for Trudeau. They never got along in Trump's first term, so much so that there was name-calling. At a NATO summit a few years back, Donald Trump called Justin Trudeau two-faced. But Trudeau is trying to spin this. He says, I have dealt with Trump before. I weathered the Trump storm from 2017 to 2021, so I can do it again. Frankly, it's a long-shot strategy. But that's how desperate Trudeau is. He's also planning to revive a lobbying tactic from Trump's first term. It was called Team Canada. The plan was to find a way around Trump, mainly by lobbying US lawmakers and Trump's advisors, to nudge them away from Trump's extreme positions. Just one problem, though. The Trudeau of 2024 is not the Trudeau of 2017 or 2018. He was a lot more acceptable back then. His position at home was relatively solid. But that's not the case anymore. Canadians are unhappy with the rising cost of living. Trudeau's own supporters are outraged by his support to Israel. And we saw that last week. Violent anti-Israel and anti-NATO protests broke out in Montreal. Protesters clashed with riot cops. They also destroyed shops and public property. And where was Prime Minister Justin Trudeau when all of this happened? He was dancing at a Taylor Swift concert. I'm not making this up. Take a look. Two surprises there. One, that Trudeau would be so tone deaf, and two, that someone other than Jagmeet Singh made him dance. But jokes aside, this is a big challenge for Justin Trudeau. Remember, he doesn't have a majority in Parliament anymore. He runs a minority government. If elections are held today, Trudeau would lose, and quite badly at that. So the Trump presidency comes at a very important time for him. Canadians know that they have a volatile leader down south and an incompetent leader at home. So they're bracing for crash and burn.